You might be wasting 10, even 20 hours a week and not even know it. And I know because I've been there, and now AI automation handles about 25% of what I do as a business owner. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the three main beliefs that I've seen in the real world that are actually holding business owners back from implementing AI. And really, it's a mindset shift. And once we get there, you'll be able to understand what exactly is AI automation and why you should be using it as a business owner. So, hey, I'm Jethro Casey, and I'm the founder of FunSync, an AI startup where we spent hundreds of hours building automations, learning automations, and also implementing them for small business owners, from coaches and speakers to nonprofits, as well as service companies. So, me personally, I'm not a developer. I'm actually more so focused on sales and marketing, but it still allows me to leverage AI there. But to my core, I've actually learned how to partner with AI developers, learn the AI skills myself to save time for myself and then also the clients that I've worked with. So you might be asking, why does this video matter? Why should I care about AI at all? And I'm just going to throw out some research that I actually use from a tool called Perplexity, which is an AI research tool similar to ChatGPT, and we'll be diving into like the differences between all of them. But the realization is that AI isn't a nice to have anymore, and it's really becoming essential. And you don't have to believe me. Let's go into data. So it says 51% of executives say that their organizations lack basic AI understanding, and all the links for this will be down below. 47% of small business owners actually don't know how to use AI tools at all. And then 43% of business owners actually aren't even considering AI and just keeping the status quo. Meanwhile, 63% of AI adopters say that automation helped them to scale faster. So today, that's exactly what I want to be going over so you don't feel overwhelmed, because I understand where you're coming from. So the first belief that I actually want to crush is that AI is too complex or just out of reach for my business and organization. And these are some of the most common objections I would say that people would come up with. I don't have time to learn another tool. I'm not technical. Isn't this just for big companies? And here's the truth now. And I'm going to be showing you a few of these AI systems, but AI is now conversational. It's drag and drop, point and click, and no code friendly on some of these platforms. There's tools such as ChatGPT, Zapier, Make, Notion AI that can be used by anyone who knows how to send an email. And I'm going to be sharing my screen now to actually show you what exactly AI automation is. So let's dive straight into that. And just going to be going over what exactly is artificial intelligence, or AI, at a really high level, just so you can get an understanding. So AI is basically like giving a computer a brain. So it helps machines, in particular these, and we'll dive into some of these LLMs that would normally need human thinking, to basically tap into what it's like to think like a human, to read like a human, to write like a human, to solve problems, and even to talk to people as humans would do. So you can think of just as how we use our brain to learn and decide things, AI can also learn, but what it learns from is specifically data, and it helps you mainly to make smarter choices. So as a business owner, why is this helpful? So running a business means that you're doing a lot of repetitive tasks. You're either answering emails, writing up the same things, booking meetings, looking up for info, sending over quotes, contracts, whatever the case is. Think of your most time consuming task, right? And AI basically helps those jobs that you're currently doing. They help you by doing them faster, automatically, and sometimes even better than humans can do it. And this saves ultimately your business, your team, time, energy, and money for you to actually focus on the most important task in your business, or whatever is generating the most ROI. Because there's certain things that AI just can't do, right? It's not going to be able to go in and have in-person meetings or close somebody over a video call, right? That's going to have to be most likely you. But let me dive into exactly the different types of artificial intelligence, especially from a business aspect that would be most interesting to you. So first off is talking about LLMs, or large language models. So you might be familiar with some of the ones at the bottom, such as ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Meta's Llama. And these are basically smart AIs that can understand and write in the human language. If you ever played around with any of them, this is really the foundation of anything that is called an AI agent. And we'll talk about that in the future. But imagine a robot that can write emails, answer questions, summarize long articles, or give you ideas, just like a helpful assistant. So these LLMs could really be used for anything such as answering questions, creating reports or summaries, writing social media posts or blogs, and at a high level when we get to it, even communicating to humans directly. So what I want to show you next is what we call a workflow automation. So you're actually most likely already familiar with the workflow. Think of something that has to happen in a step-by-step process. So the main tools that you'll see here when people are telling you about automating workflows or you have to automate something in your business, they're either using Zapier, Make, and what we personally use is NAN. And these are all no-code platforms or low code, meaning that you don't really need to be a coder or a software engineer to actually use any of these softwares. But these are tools that connect things together and they'll actually do the steps automatically for you once you set them up. So, and this is all with you actually not even having, once it's set up, to actually lift a finger. So think of it as setting up a domino. And then once that first one pushes, everything else falls and moves automatically. So some things that could be automated are like sending emails when someone fills out a form, adding new customers to a spreadsheet, moving leads between systems. If you have like a CRM, if somebody's on a voice chat with you, let's say you have a phone call with a potential prospect, and you can automatically transfer that call notes, summarize it into the CRM, and actually set up an automatic follow-up date, and even use AI to follow up automatically as well. So the third piece that I want to touch upon is conversational agents. And this is where it gets, they're all exciting, but this is really where I think the future of AI is going to lie, is either on chatbots on websites, voice assistants, and then a GPT's 4.0 multi-model, which we'll be going over as well. Here, conversational agents are these chatbots or voice bots that talk to people, kind of like an AI team member that never sleeps. So this the biggest use case that we found is in customer support or sales focused role, anywhere where you're communicating with people that you can answer from an FAQ from, or even qualify leads. To give you an idea of each of these, let me actually share this. So this is an AI tool that I personally built, and this is on a software called Relevance AI. And what Relevance AI does, it allows you to basically build these. So after going over that, I just want to go over the number two belief that I've seen companies kind of struggle with is the old mentality of if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? And this is the most dangerous mindset of it all, because if we go back 20, 30 years, maybe for some of you who are older, you could think of past technological revolutions. Think of things such as when phones were first in place, or TV and TV advertising, or when the internet first came out and websites or social media, and the invention of like Facebook marketing and all that, or so just growing your business and advertising on social media. And what most people are telling themselves now is that I've been doing this for years, my team is managing just fine, or probably the most important one is we're not ready to change, or we don't even see a need to change. But here's what happens, that businesses who always adopt first have an advantage. And today that advantage looks like speed, margin, and most importantly, peace of mind, knowing that your business is being automated and more efficient. And for those of people who usually fall behind the curve, and now they're wondering, man, I wish I would have focused on XYZ technology when it came out in the past. And the third belief that I hope this video helped crush, which is that you have to be technical. And here's the kicker, I'm not technical whatsoever, and you don't have to be technical to use AI. You do have to learn, but you don't have to be a technical person, because none of my clients are, and yet we've helped them, and just through a little bit of training, helped them automate things such as lead generation, follow-ups, support, CRM updates, grant writing, onboarding. And if you can think of it in your head, most likely, and it has a manual process, you can automate it. So I want to end off with just asking yourself, where are you in your AI journey? Are you kind of staying the same, or are you actually trying to learn these new tools and at least dive into what can it be used for as your business? And just to leave you with this, if you're wanting to start automating something with AI, I would just think of what's the most repetitive task in your business, and go to an LLM that I showed you, a ChatGPT, a Claude, and just ask it some questions like, hey, how can I actually automate this within my business? And if you don't want to do it yourself and you're too busy, like many entrepreneurs are, and you want help finding that first automation or want to see a demo based on your business, you can either book a link in my Calendly below to schedule a free mini AI audit where we'll basically spend 30 minutes on a call to discuss what that first ideal automation is from there. And you can either decide to go and build it yourself or work with us. Have a great rest of your day. And this is Jethro Casey from FunSync.